Good evening. How are you today? I hope you're well. In spite of the day that's in it, the clouds is there. Talk about stars. Not the sight of them, you can't see them. The clouds is covering them. You just have to imagine a starry night. Oh, blessed starry night. The universe displayed. Anyways, so it was that kind of a day. It was kind of drizzly this morning. But then my friend Amy was saying, checked the weather forecast. Well, I said it'll stop when it stops, and I said I think it will stop, and it did. No doubt, yeah, what stopped? So Eamon, my good friend, was able to do a bit of painting. He's very good. I'm blessed, and he was doing the windows and the windowsills and that. And of course, I got them off as well beforehand, and then the debris is on the ground, and so he did a great job. Um, I think he got all the windows done, and I had the dinner ready when he was finished the windows. I had already been in the kitchen and had things organised, roast beef. But he didn't eat very little roast beef. His appetite is not as good as it was. He said he has reflex or something, whatever that is, something to do with the tum tum. Because he used to have a great big meals. I saw there up in his home when I was up there. God, he'd eat far more than I would. And supposed to say that now his appetite, and he didn't finish his roast beef. He had a bit, and he left a bit, so I put some of the roast beef that hadn't been tampered with into a small plate, so I'll use that tomorrow myself. Because, and I said to him, "Hey, my goodness, your appetite is a lot different than it was." And he said something about him reflex and so on. So fair enough, he did have enough to eat, but I thought he would have cleaned the plate. I cleaned my plate. So anyway, I put some of the stuff that he left out for the birds and that type of thing. So, anyways, so he was doing that, and so I did some prayers and one thing and another that I do, because you'd be surprised. I had the dinner then ready, that I only had to put it in the microwave to heat up the two plates, and so then when he had the last window finished, I come in and tidied himself up so forth, and I said, go in and take it handy, and I'll blow the whistle when I have everything ready, and which we did. And so he come in, but as I say, he had his dinner, and I like water, so I'd water there, and then I'd water for myself. But I like to put a bit of apple berry into it, which gives it a grand little flavour. And I finished my dinner, say clean the plate, and then I had a dessert. And I said, go on in and I'll blow the whistle, which I did. I had cut up some a pear, and some in his and some in mine. Then I had the ice cream out, and I cleaned the dishes and one thing and another. So the ice cream was just nice. I was able to put a nice scoop in to his plate and mine, and so he enjoyed that. And then I said, "Would you like a cup of tea?" Yeah. So go in and sit down. I'll bring it in. That so I made the tea, and I had a couple of biscuits like those like Kit Kat, but they're super, and they were quite tasty. And so I brought in this cup of tea and gave him one of them, and I had one myself. Matter of fact, I had two. Now, you get a sweet tooth now and again, because normally I don't eat biscuits now, trying to watch that type of thing. But you can always make an exception, can't you? So there you are. And so then it was raining. I didn't say anything. I said, take it handy. And he did, and his eyes closed. So, um, and but he was awake and he rang his daughter, but because she expects him to ring. She'd be worried. So he had to leave a message. She didn't answer the phone, but at least he rang. And I'd be going to the funeral tomorrow, not the funeral, the 6th anniversary of my darling wife, Julie, which is open the Sacred Heart Church in Kilmainham. And now here they're having their Old Castle Agricultural Show tomorrow as well. So I'd have to tell them outside, the security fellas, to stop the car, the ones coming down. Well, we get out and go down, we'll go down this way because you couldn't go that way. And we'll go to we'll have to leave here about 9:30 to be over in time. Mass at 11:15. I like to visit the grave and I have flowers for my darling wife Julie, and we say prayers there, maybe a decade of the rosary. Then we go into the church, and I like to do the Station of the Cross and light a couple of candles and that type of thing. You can do that when you're in time. And so we'll be doing that, and my good friend Eamon then I'll bring him back here, and he'll be going back to Dublin because there's things happening that he needs to attend to. But he'll be down here then in due course when the weather begins to improve, that you see a bit of sunshine, or at least it's not raining or about to rain. And because he's doing a great job, he's marvellous. So, and then when I was finished, I was doing, I gathered up because when he was painting the windows, he scraped off any loose stuff that might be there. So I swept it up and put it in piles. And then when I had that done, I got my brush and a brush, and I'm able to sweep up the debris. I did that with the mod, so I tidied it up reasonably good. And then I brought it out and put it over in the ditch where I have other stuff that I put there, because you're limited on where you can put stuff. But so there was work to be done, and you'd be surprised. And so I was the cook, if you like, while Liam was doing the work. He's a great friend for doing such things and that, because he's younger than me, but only by 8 months. So we're marked and we're friends. Apparently, he says for 70 years. I couldn't believe it was that long. Isn't that a good one? No, wait now, it could be. No, it'd be about 65 years. It was at his wedding and all. Yeah, it was a couple of years before that. So there you are. And so I leave that bit of news, and I'll do evening prayer to our Blessed Mother after this. Bye now.